Today we're pleased to be joined by longtime State Representative Sheila Klinker, whose district covers nearly all of Lafayette. Representative Klinker, Happy New Year to you, and thanks so much.
Thank you, same to you.
You're starting your final term as a state lawmaker, correct?
Well, we'll see.
Oh, I thought you've already made the commitment that this was going to be it.
No, I haven't made that commitment, but I think people think that it will be my last term.
Okay, well, I guess that's a question for another day.
That's good, that's right.
You just heard the governor's priorities.
Yes.
Heavy on education and also public health. What's your overall reaction to what you hear him putting out there?
I think it's an aggressive agenda, and I'm looking forward to working with him as a member of the Ways and Means Budget Committee and Education and Agriculture and Rural Development. I'm looking very much forward to his agenda. And I have to say the $500 million that is appropriated, or he would like to have appropriated for regional agendas for businesses, and also the $1.2 billion for public education, over 8% over a 2-year period, I think is very aggressive. $60,000 beginning salary for teachers, $70,000 for state police officers is very positive for the future. I think that he has taken a very aggressive viewpoint since we have $3 billion surplus, 3.1, and it was 6.1, but we're spending that down, so it's now $3 billion surplus. And I look forward to working with him and our Lieutenant Governor because he's also wanting to fund Medicaid, fully fund Medicaid and mental health priorities. And we really need that after the pandemic.
So what kind of chances do you get of that actually passing?
Well, I think with the governor stipulating some of those issues, along with the lieutenant governor, Suzanne, who I think is going to run for governor in the future, I think that having former Representative Crouch with him on these issues is a very positive agenda for this particular General Assembly. And this is a budget session, Jeff. Yep. So I look forward to certainly working with those people on Ways and Means. We have a former teacher that is our chairman of Ways and Means that did our funding formula. So I think that's a positive for us in the future.
Okay, I want to get into your work in the interim study session, study commission over the summertime. And you told me last night the one thing that came out of that was a potential change in standardized testing.
Yes.
Could you explain that a little bit? Does that mean that the kids will no longer be taking the iLearn as they're used to doing?
That's by-step, iLearn. With the e-learning situation, our children did not do as well. This year on testing, we were down about 21%. So October 17th and 24th, we met on the Interim Study Education Committee, and we discussed mandates in testing. And many of our educators like the NWEA test, certainly, which is a nationwide test that educators think is valuable instead of these consistent mandates and changes in testing. We discussed that at length, and many of our teachers have worked so diligently on trying to do the right thing for our kids because they've just been tested too much over a period of time.
Okay, State Representative Sheila Klinker, and I'm sorry if I jumped the gun on announcing your retirement.
That's all right, Jeff. I think, you know, after 40 years, people think maybe it's time for me to retire, but I enjoy it. I love serving this community. I feel very, very fortunate in being here, and it doesn't seem like 40 years. It seems like 5 or 6.
I get what you mean. All right, thank you very much.
I enjoy it.
State Representative Sheila Klinker, have a good session. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much, Jeff.